Joining us now is Alyssa Minky.
Yeah.
We've been talking so much about names right now. Alyssa Minky with Cohort Digital. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you on the show today. It's been very fun chatting with you just because you're all throughout the community, helping a lot of businesses out. That's fantastic. And you've been around for 5 years now, I understand, kind of starting your business from scratch.
Well,
okay, not
sort of
scratch. Well, let's talk about that.
Yeah,
please.
Sure.
Where did you start? What got you into this kind of entrepreneur drive?
Well, I mean, I think my entrepreneurship bug started when I was really little. I mean, I watched my mom go to craft fairs, and I started my own second grade newspaper that I never distributed to anyone, but I thought was very neat. So I always knew that I wanted to run a business, but I did not necessarily know that I wanted to run an agency until I started working at Jones Hewitt Partners. A lot longer ago than I want to admit to. And then when they closed their doors in 2020, I had the opportunity to take the team that I had built there and continuing to do a lot of the work with the clients that we had already had there. And so I sort of started it from scratch, but I started it from scratch inside the comfort of another agency, and then was so blessed that Gary and Jake and Kurt were completely, behind me and fully supportive of me going and kind of taking it and doing my own thing.
That is really wonderful. It's great to hear success stories like that. And then, like I said, making it 5 years is a great milestone.
Yeah.
Like, were there times that maybe you didn't know what was going to happen next?
Well, I mean, we started literally 2 weeks before the world shut down in 2020. So those first year or two, I just, you never know. It's really been in the last, I think, 2 years or so where I thought, I think this is going to work.
That's great. I'm glad that you were able to keep going like that. And it's been funny, like we were talking about like 10 or 11 Care Pet Nursing Hotel. You're helping their websites, kind of putting our interviews posted on there. Yeah. What are you doing for businesses? Oh,
I mean, we have a lot of local clients, but we also have regional and national clients. Most of my clients I'm not able to necessarily name drop, but TLC is definitely one of them.
That's fantastic. It's great that, again, you're able to just help out so many people across the area. Yeah. And I heard recently you've just expanded a little bit. What are your goals for the future?
Yeah, so as we turned 5, it was like, okay, what's the next step? And we've been solely focused on placing digital ads, and we really wanted to expand to be able to allow our clients to get help with all their advertising needs so that we can put together a plan that marries TV ad placements and magazine placements along with their digital. So it's a really holistic look at things. But to do that, I knew I needed to bring in somebody that was already experienced in buying traditional media. And so when Angie Graw became available and in the market for, doing something beyond paper June, I was like, my time is here. And I sat down and I had lunch with her and I just said, hey, how would you feel about coming to work at Cohort? And luckily it did not take a lot of arm wrestling to get her to say yes.
That's fantastic. It's great. Again, it's great to see success stories like yours of just building from, change and new chapters in people's lives. That is wonderful. And for anybody out there maybe wanting to, jump into their own business as well, any advice? What's it take for something like this to happen?
The biggest piece of advice I would give someone is don't think you need to know everything. You need to know people, and you need to be able to feel like they're people that know what they're talking about, right? Like find great mentors, but don't feel like you need to be able to do all the things, because if you wait until that happens, you're going to wait too long. Find great mentors, ask people for advice. I have found that the Topeka community is very open and willing to share and championing each other, and you really couldn't ask for a better place to start a business.
That is wonderful. I like that mentality, because I'm so self-taught. I don't know how much about yourself that you're learning as you go.
Absolutely, 100%. And you never stop learning, right? Like that's just the nature of running a business, particularly a business in my field. media, as you're aware, is constantly evolving and changing. And so, you know, that's part of what keeps me excited is I know every day it's going to be new. There's going to be something out there new to get my arms around.
Fantastic. Well, Alyssa, thank you so much for joining us this morning. A pleasure talking with you, and congratulations on the 5 years, and hop over another 5, and another 5, another 5, another 5, another 5.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, everybody, we'll be coming up next.